Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I am here with Pam, one of my incredible Alignment U clients that I wanted to have on to share with you her experience inside the program, especially because her journey has been a little bit unique, but similar to a lot of people in the sense that she started just kind of following and then dabbling kind of in the free content, and then she decided to dive into a 90-day program that had accountability, because she did say that that was one of the main kind of holdbacks to doing anything, was that you need to stay, she knew, like most people, it's hard to stay accountable to yourself, right? So she really wanted the accountability aspect of that. So we jumped into that and then moved forward into another program and then finally jumped into Alignment U. So Pam, thank you so much for being here with me. I so appreciate it.
So excited.
Yeah. I would love it if you could kind of, in your own words, walk these fabulous people through the process that you went through, the journey it's been so far. We've been together officially since January, but unofficially a little bit longer than that. So if you could just share your experience so far, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. So I found the free Facebook group through my sister, actually, who was doing some work for you. And she asked me to join because she knew that, gratitude and positivity was totally my jam. And she thought I would get some value from the group. So I was excited to get in there. And when I learned what it was about, like the manifesting and stuff, I had no experience with that. Always thought, like, kind of in your words, it's a little woo-woo. So
Totally.
I wasn't sure if I believed in all that stuff. So I've come a long way from that, but it was just so powerful. Like the affirmations and things that were happening in there was so incredible. I found a really positive vibe. I started telling my friends about it and asking them to come into the group because it was just so powerful. The free content you were sharing. And then I did a couple of the free workshops.
Right.
And I was like, man, this is awesome. Like this stuff is awesome. And I had always seen after the workshops you talking about the program. And I was like, well, I'd love to do it, but like, I'm not sure about that kind of investment right now. I'm not sure if that aligns with what I'm doing and all that stuff. So I was thinking alignment even then, which is just funny. But over time, I guess I just felt like I needed more accountability. Like you said, I felt like I wasn't doing a very good job of accountability. I needed to be accountable to someone. So I jumped into the 90-day program in the new year. I'm like, this is the perfect time. It wasn't a huge investment. I was like, this will let me know, like, if I really should be considering a bigger investment.
Right.
That was amazing. Like, it was I still script to this day. Haven't stopped.
I love that
time. Like, haven't stopped. It's my favorite thing. I love it. Love it. So I started with that and then moved into when the Consistency Kickstart came up. I said, okay. And at that time you were offering a free space to whoever joined first. And I felt I was at my cabin. It was late at night when it got posted, because of course I'm in a different time zone. My husband was asleep and I saw it and I'm like, I'm doing it. I felt this very powerful nudge to like, do it right now. So I earned my way, manifested that, which was super exciting. And that was definitely the trigger. Like it wasn't any time at all. And I could notice it's not at all what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Not one. I didn't think it was going to be what it was. And I remember saying that to you after, and you're like, well, what did you think? I'm like, I'm not really sure. In my mind, I joined it because I wanted to be more consistent in my business. And I knew I wasn't doing that. Right. But this was all about me and spirituality and focusing on the meditations and journaling and all that stuff. And that was not what I was expecting, but it was exactly what I needed. And then it was after that, I was like, okay, I have to find a way. Like I have to find a way to make Alignment U happen. I was still a little on the fence, like even at the end of we were getting near the end, and I remember you reached out and we're like, what are you thinking? And I was like, well, I'm going to put it out there into the universe because, I'm not really sure, but like, I really want to. And it's funny because I think back to September of 2020, I had said to a friend at that time, I said, this girl, Danielle, she's amazing. Like, she is incredible. I would love to do her program, but like, I can't justify spending that amount of money on myself. Like I couldn't justify it. And but then when after the consistency kickstart, I said, well, why not spend it on myself? I have been in this place now for a year, the same place for a full year. Clearly what I'm doing is not working. So let me do something with someone else and see what happens. Haven't regretted it. It's been the most incredible decision ever. And the money just worked itself out. Yeah. Like I was like, I don't know how it's going to work out, but I'm just going to throw it up and I'm going to relax, and it just works itself out. So
I love that too, because all of it, like all of the things that you've done so far have been perfect examples of faith in the universe, even when you don't even really know what that means or what it looks like or whatever. And throwing things out to the universe. I'm always saying to people, you don't have to really understand how it works to be asking for signs and asking for nudges and whatever. You just literally put it out there. And if it's supposed to happen, I mean, like you said, you just had an undeniable nudge. The money just worked itself out. You just knew you had to be there. It just happens. It just works out, right? When it's meant to be. So that's how you know. And for anybody watching, I did say earlier in the training as well, I called all of you guys here very deliberately, right? So if you're here in taking part in this workshop, it's for a reason. Like you're supposed to be here. And that's what I've been saying to all the girls in all the programs, right? If you're here, it's because you need this right now. And this is exactly where you're supposed to be. So I love that you did follow those nudges, because I think there are so many people who ask for the nudge, they get the nudge, and then they still don't do anything about it because they're afraid, right? And I love that you touched on the fact that you felt kind of weird about spending that kind of money on yourself. Because I think a lot of people feel that way, right? Like, how can I spend this kind of money? But I know that through several conversations we did have, you have to change your perspective. First of all, it's not spending money, it's investing in your future, right? I know we talked about that. And, I think I've even said maybe directly to you, and if not, I've definitely said it in your presence before, but nobody cares more about your success than you do. So if you're not going to step up and make the right decisions and see that what you're doing hasn't been working, and it would be a lot easier if you had somebody to, hold you accountable to the things that you say that you want to do, that's invaluable, right? So I love that you touched on that. So thank you. I would love for you to share some of the wins that you've experienced since joining, because it's like since almost day one, not only of Alignment U, but like all the way back to June when we started Consistency Kickstart. Because we had done the 90-day thing in January, and then that was kind of over, I guess, March. And then there was a bit of a hiatus, and then you jumped in June. And I remember we had a conversation on one of the Q&As, and you were like, the magic is just amazing. And I said to you, like, if you keep this up, this is your new life. And I think ever since then, you've been living in a state of alignment every day. And I would love for you to just touch on that and share what that feels like.
It's so awesome. Like, it's just cool. Like, it's fun. The magic is real. I remember saying that. I was so excited the first time. I'm like, and I wasn't even sure that I believed in all that, but like, it's real. Like, it happens. It comes to you. So like, it started with like really small things. Like we went on a trip and we had free parking. Like the thing was broke, so we didn't have to pay for parking. Then we go out to eat, and it's like free wings. And then we meet up with family in St. John's that are from Alberta, and we're in St. John's, Newfoundland, where we don't live, and we're not supposed to be, and didn't know that anyone was going to be there. We walk into this bar, and here they are, and like it's like, oh my gosh, like this is so fun, like, and it was like the perfectly aligned trip. We had it was a 4-day trip. It was supposed to be for medical. That's not supposed to be fun. It was the most fun. Like, we had the best time. Like, everything is just like the regular day-to-day things. That's what's so exciting. The regular stuff is fun. Like, I did laundry today, and I'm like happy. Like, I hate housework. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, housework is no fun. Like, I'd like to rather do 1,000,000 other things, but I'm like, well, it's got to get done. So I just get excited about it. Like, I'm like, okay, what can I do to make this a joyful experience? And so I turn up the music, and I start thinking about things that I could do in my business. And I'm just folding and doing the things. And it's the everyday joy that you find when you're in alignment is just incredible. Like, it's so exciting. I am definitely a different person. Like, I've always been a highly excitable person. Okay.
Yeah.
Simple things make me happy. Like, simple things make me happy. But I can't even really explain. Like, it's hard to explain how incredible it feels. It's a peace and a joy and a calm that comes over you, knowing you are exactly where you're supposed to be in this very given moment. And you get to do it alongside other people who are winning and who are leveling up and who are having like that collective of us all being together is such a positive place to be. That even if you're having kind of an off day, it doesn't take you very long to rise back up because you're like, this person is having a win and this person is doing this. And it's like, oh, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
So I feel a definite harmony in my life. And that's really important to me. I've always said that all I really want in my life is peace, joy, happiness, sense of calm. And I feel like I am experiencing that in my day to day, which is just amazing. And I've had some new team members. I've hit a re-rank in my business that I hadn't hit for many months before. And it was with very little effort. Yes. I haven't changed much. Like in terms of strategy, I've changed nothing. Mm-hmm. The only thing I've changed is how I'm approaching that vibration, that energy that you're bringing to the room makes such a difference. And I always knew that, like the vibe attracts your tribe, right? Yeah. But knowing it and feeling it are two very different things. Like, yeah. And I would never have found it quite as easily. I would have eventually, but I wouldn't have found it as easily without the guidance of you and this group and this collective environment that we've created together. It's just amazing.
I love it. You're so sweet. And that's so funny. Right when you started talking about your wins, I was literally just preparing to ask you, how has Alignment U helped you in your business? Because you did just mention that you were, working to get more consistent in your business and trying to, get more sales and clients and whatever, because you, like many other people, the goal, the dream is to leave the 9-to-5 behind and do what you love to do full time. Right. So I love that it was just so funny that we were aligned too, because right before I needed to ask you, you answered the question. But so, oh God, it's just so beautiful. And I love that you express it so beautifully. I just love it so much. So what I would love to ask you is, because and you're a great person to ask this question, because it did take you, what I think you feel is a long time to kind of finally decide that you were worthy of the transformation and you did want to commit and you were going to just make it happen. What would you say to somebody else in the same position who's been maybe following me for a while and has been thinking about it, been to multiple workshops, not really kind of like, I don't know if I can, especially the ones who are not really sure if they can make it work financially? I would love for you to speak to that as well, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I wish that someone had spoken to me about it before earlier. So that would have been great. Just do it. Just do it. If you are feeling the nudge, you're feeling it for a reason. It is on your heart and on your mind for a reason. Don't let it pass you by. It's going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. Yeah. And the thing of it is that the investment is just going to get larger the longer you wait. So you might, because this program is expanding all the time. It is incredible to me how different. I only came in July, and I can't believe how much different it is even that short amount of time. In terms of all the content and all the people that we have that are speaking to us, and you are seriously rising all the time, getting better and better. And I'm like, this is just too good. It's too good. And the book club and all the things, getting access to all, this new workshop that you're doing. I listened to the replay this morning and I'm like, man, I've heard it before. It's not like I haven't heard it before, but it's just, there's always something new to learn. So just do it. If you're feeling that nudge, you are feeling it for a reason. Don't let it pass you by. You'll be really sad that because you're just going to do it later. You might as well get it. But right.
Just do it later. You might as well just do it now. That's so funny. Well, thank you so much for that, because, I mean, you're right. The program when I started the program last, May, June, whatever, it was strictly learning how to manifest program. And then it's slowly but surely, evolved into an alignment program. And now it's fully blown into, let's find your zone of genius and live there so that you can, go past even wanting to be in alignment, go for your purpose, and then your alignment just happens, right? And then everything else falls into place. And that's happened for many reasons, but I continue to expand my knowledge and everything too. I'm always talking about all the courses I'm taking and all the books I'm reading and all the certifications I'm doing. And not that certifications are required, but some of them just end up coming along with it. I'll be honest, I don't even apply for the certification anymore. I just do the course to the point where I'm done, and then it's whatever. But ever evolving is important to me personally. And then it's just one more driving force to get the things done, is to bring it to you guys. Right. And then of course I meet all these incredible women that I bring in to speak to us as well. And obviously I agree that it's an amazing program, but I'm biased, right? That's why I wanted to have you guys come on and share your experience, because it's different to hear it from somebody who's living it and extremely happy with their decision and very open to welcoming more. I think all of us in there we would love to open the circle to more women. Come and be part of the space with us, right?
Oh, absolutely. More the merrier. Just imagine how amazing would it be if we just filled it all up with all these people who are just trying to improve their life and be more excited and be more aligned. And oh my gosh, changing the world. Come on, we'll just change the world one person at a time. Come on in.
Exactly. And then you get to hang out with us every week, every Tuesday you get to come hang out with us, and all the fun that comes with that. And like Pam mentioned too, when you are in Alignment U, because it is my high level VIP, highly transformational, I'm not just saying that lightly. I give you access to all kinds of things right off the bat. And then as I create new things, you get access to that too. So it is an all-inclusive thing. And I'm very, very proud of it. It's definitely my baby. And I'm so grateful to have you, Pam, in there, and all the other ladies that are in there now. And I am very happy to open our arms to anybody else who wants to join us, who feels like they'd be a good fit, because it is truly a magical place. I know that sounds so corny, but it's legitimately true.
Oh, the magic is real. It is definitely, and coming from a person who didn't even really believe in the magic, that's kind of awesome.
I do kind of love that you were very,
I was skeptical about
magic. That's the word I'm looking for. Very skeptical. She came in open-minded, but still kind of okay, this is a little bit weird though. So I love the 360 in a very short amount of time. And I'm so grateful for you. And I have to say thank you again for coming and doing this with me and sharing your experience, because I think it's one that many people will benefit from hearing. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's so amazing. And I've only scratched the surface of your content. The stuff that we do weekly, that's enough to keep us busy, but all the content that's in there, I haven't even looked at it all yet. And it's been months, but it's just amazing. There's so much there. It's amazing. I can't say enough good about you and the accountability forums and the coaching, and Tuesday nights are my favorite. Anyway,
Yeah,
I could go on.
I would love to say one other thing that I know you've shared with me, that so Pam, her time zone, she's 4 hours later than where I am. And we have moved the time up a little bit, because I do try to accommodate everybody as best I can. Obviously that's not always possible, but anyway, when we were doing them quite a bit later, she would stay the whole time up till 11:30 midnight sometimes, but she would script in that day that the next day she woke up refreshed and ready to go, and she had a full 8 hours of sleep, even though she knew every Tuesday night I'm sacrificing several hours of sleep. I think that's really, really speaks to the power of the work that we do, and the desire to be part of it and do the things. And which is why I'm saying to everybody who's interested in it, you have to be committed, and you have to be willing to take responsibility for your development, because it would be very easy for Pam to say, oh, well, that's too late, I have to, go to bed. But, do you want the transformation or don't you? Right. So I think that's excellent.
It's so worth it. And it works. The script, I'm never tired on Wednesday. That's midweek. I still got many days of work left and all that stuff, but I am never tired on Wednesday. I'm always energetic. It fills me up. It just fills me. The energy from that call just keeps you happy and motivated and in alignment. So you have
so it's great.
So it's great. I love it. No, I'm not missing Tuesday nights. I love it. It's the best.
Right on. Well, I guess I'll see you in a few hours for our Tuesday night call.
Amazing.
Well, thank you so much, Pam. I really appreciate it. And if anybody has any questions for me or her, obviously feel free to comment below and we can answer them at a later time. But for now, we'll sign off and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. for day 3. Thank you so much, Pam.
Thank you.
You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.